Alright, now we're going to be rigging the model. So, select about the middle. Right here is good. Cursor to selected. Before we do that, let's go ahead and save. And select pretty much everything. Except for that. Object, set origin, 3D cursor. Probably should hide those. Yep, alright. We're doing that because now cursor to world origin. Selection of cursor. There you go. All that needed to be moved right here. Select all. Move it up just a tad bit. Set origin to 3D cursor. Alright. Something with VR chat where right here where you want them to levitate just a little bit. I'm not an expert on VR chat, so someone else is gonna have to correct me. Alright, so Shift A, armature, single bone. I usually change the name to armor Daycare Attendant. Viewport display in front, and let's begin. Alright, starting out, this is the center of her. So I'll duplicate one and move it straight up to the side view, moving it here, and I'll divide it into 3. Let's actually move this into space a little bit, and then divide these two up. Moving this forward a little bit, along with this and that. Let's go ahead and hide the hook for now, because that's going to be a separate armature. Where's the hat? There's the hat. Whoops. Forgot to move the hat, so I'll have to do this here. Back. Oh, the bell's out of mirror modifier. Neat. Don't know why it had one. Doesn't really need it, so I'll just okay. And 3D cursor. Alright. Now it's a funny little thing. Select here, duplicate. Put about right here in your hip. Let's actually mirror this. Bring that one out. And now bring it straight down. About right here. E to extrude. This would be the knee. And now we're bringing this straight down. Bringing this straight down as well. I might change how this part is. Yeah. Let's bring this, let's select here. Whoops. We just need this part. There we go. And we're just gonna add about one more. That should be good. Sorry, it's a little hard to see. Cursor selected. There we go. And now I'm moving it straight down. It's probably gonna look fugly from the front. Actually, nope, that looks fine from the front. Alright, so that's the leg done. Alright, now it's time for the arms. Select what you think is a center. Cursor selected. Shift A. Going into here. Selecting these two verts. Cursor selected. This is a good way to get exact measurements on where you want to go. E to extrude. Ooh. Oops, never put my cursor there. There we go. And now just extruding it out for here. For the arm though, we will have to move it back just a little bit so the IKs can work. Selecting these two and deselect those and try it again. Shift A. Boom, boom. Luckily, we can also mirror what we're doing here to the other side. E to extrude, and let's select right there. Yeah, sadly, this ain't the most engaging thing to do, but this here does make you get faster on them hotkeys. Alright, that's one finger done. We gotta do that to the others. Luckily, rigging robots is actually kind of easy, just due to the nature of being able to just parent the area weights with 100% using just the vertex window tab that is usually over there. I'll go ahead and show it now. Whoops, wrong one. It's actually, yeah, hide that. Right here, you can assign a vertex group with 100% weight and just go from there. I'm trying to go quick. You can watch this at double speed if you want. Nothing new really happens. I'll add back the extra fingers once I get all this settled out. Actually, I think these might be a little too high of vertices, so statistics 24. Yeah, you could probably get away with removing some of these and just have it to be a smaller shape. I might do that off screen, as like people are gonna look at, no one's gonna zoom in that hard on the fingers unless it's a very specific scene. In that case, they can subdivide it themselves. Hey, dude. Alright. Almost done. Alright, now I bring back the body. Or the hands. Cursor selected. There you go. Alright, hands are done. Doing the same thing here. Shift A. Whoops. There you go. E, G on the Y. Selecting that area because that's the center. E again. And selecting these two. And instead of moving it to there, we're gonna go to 3D cursor and scale it 0 on the Y. Alright. We can actually move it out a little bit further. Alright. E to extrude and move this one out further beyond. Alright, this one's gonna be the face part. This is gonna be the back of the head here. This is the neck part here, and this is the neck part here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide all parts of the face right fast, because now we're gonna be doing the go ahead, just shift A and add the eyebrows. Rotate -90 and scale down. Cursor to selected. Shift A. Cursor selected. Shift A. And we're doing the same thing that we did, but with on the fingers, but with this part. Oops. And don't worry, we're not going to have to move all these individually, because we're going to set a driver. Not a driver, I always forget the name of them. A constraint, that's it. To move them. I messed up. Whoops. You can tell I'm going a little too fast. My hand's actually starting to get sore because I don't want to stay too long on this part. It's a little menial, not real fun. And unlike the other parts, these are not actually mirrored, so we do have to in fact do them. Alright. In pose mode, go on here and turn on, I think it might be in here actually. Nope. Not face orientation. View. Somewhere in here you can view the pole angles. Oh, I think it's in edit mode. I'm sorry, sometimes I forget where to find these things. I'm gonna have to crop that out. I found it. It was in this viewport display and not up here. Yep, you want the axes, because on the fingers you want X to be facing you a little bit, like almost perfectly. So what is that? 50. So yep, just change all these to 50. Oops, 55. 50. Oops. 50. 50. 50. Like I said, this is not very exciting. Also not very exciting when we're gonna have to start naming these. These can stay as they are. I usually set my rolls to 0 for everything, just to get it there. Just because, actually I think you're supposed to change the rolls to fit this area, but I don't think we would need to worry about that. Oop, whoops. Almost done. I think the rolls of all these should be fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and start naming them. Center of gravity. foot.001. How I name things is if I'm gonna have multiple of them, such as going through the foot here, I put 001 because it will automatically rename it as the next one. So let's just keep on going. But let's call this bell foot. Alright. The shin, the knee, the thigh, hip bone, spine.001, Control C, take a break from renaming bones to add in breast bones. So I usually just select an area. Whoops, gotta go on this side. Shift A. Gotta go ahead and rotate on -90 and move it about right here. Now I'm gonna duplicate it, move it to about here, and let's move it into a corner. About right here. Just put that back where it was. Subdivide it once. Move this down. And subdivide this part here. Now just kind of just fix it. Move it down a little bit. Alright. Breast center, and now we just go down from the back. Breast.001, Control C, V, Control V, put it all in there. One more bone I forgot to add back here, so I'll go ahead and cursor selected, Shift A, 90, and we bring this one out, the butt bone. Alright, time for the neck. Neck.001, Control C, Control V, and we call this just head. Alright, starting from this corner and going clockwise, clockwise. Sun ray .001. Let's see. Alright, now we're going to be adding the IKs. So E, bring that out. Non-deform. Control P, keep offset. that right there now moves the bone here. Control P, clear parent. There you go. Now the foot's gonna be moving from this bone, and it'll be easier to control. This is gonna be the pole for the leg. 90, whoops. Yep, R -90. Just put it back in there and moving it forward. About right here. And now this is gonna be the FK. Non-deform. Non-deform. Go ahead and start renaming them. Leg IK. Leg pole. Leg FK. Butt. Okay. Alright, now do the same thing with the arm. Get the roll fixed. Cursor selected, Shift D, and you make it just a little bigger. Turn off the form. Arm IK dot. Whoops, not dot L. We're not gonna do that just yet. Upper arm. Lower arm. Arm IK. Hand. Thumb dot 001. Control C. Control V. Pointer dot 001. Control C. V. V. Alright. Middle dot 001. Little too many periods there. Control C. Control V. Control V.